Good evening, ladies. Karma Collector here. Well, tonight. I want to discuss something about. I want to discuss Gypsy Rose Blanchard's pathology. All right. I was having a discussion with someone earlier who, well, that someone wishes to remain out of it. So, and we were in agreement on many things. And then, as fate would have it, I was just changing in between my 4 TikTok accounts, and the beautiful, none other than the beautiful Rosenmoor shows up. All right, and she's asking in just a few seconds little video something about what is Gypsy Rose? What does she think, man? Why does she think that she, it's something about, why does she think she's so much better than everyone that she can just, like, exactly. So this triggered what I was speaking about with the person that wishes to remain nameless. Gypsy Rose Blanchard as Ash Blonde 6 or as Gypsy matters not. She always gives a smart ass, passive aggressive bullshit comment or response. Period. That's how she operates in passive aggressive. First of all, we know with 100% certainty that the dastardly Ash Blonde 6 is indeed Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Gypsy Rose Blanchard masquerades around as Ash Blonde 6 because that brings me to my next point. Because she is a coward. She's a coward, right? She cannot handle confrontation, right? Gypsy Rose Blanchard she can't handle confrontation. She's a coward. She always hides behind a proxy, the Fatback Four. We know who they are, right? Or whoever. She never comes out and says anything for herself. And every time she makes a comment or she responds to someone, it's a smart ass, passive aggressive bullshit comment. Go look, all right? And passive aggressive people are dangerous people, all right? Look around. People that, and I'm not talking about a minor transgression here or there, because someone hurts your feelings, you might, you're being an asshole. But people that do the silent treatment, if your spouse or someone like that does the silent treatment, but it ain't for an hour, and they can actually make it keep going on, and they will actually do the silent treatment. Well, they will walk by you and they won't talk to you. They will not talk to you for days. There are people that do that. No doubtly, some of you have dealt with this before. That is a covert narcissist. That is a form of that shit. If they're, you guys know what passive aggressive means. Just, I don't want to get into that. It's not a psychology lesson. Look up what passive aggressive behaviors are and get examples of it. If you, here and there you do it, whatever. If they're operating that way all the time, those are dangerous people. Those are some of the dangerous people there are. Okay? It goes with a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is a malignant covert narcissist. Okay? The malignancy, that qualifying factor for the malignancy is sadistic tendencies. She's a sadist. Pure and simple. She gets off on seeing people suffer. That's why when she was sliding that knife slowly in and out of her mother's back, doing the other things she did to her, which that's a whole nother video. Coming to a theater near you very soon. She got off on that. Some of them get sexually aroused by it, sexually stimulated. We know what a freak she is and how hypersexual she is, don't we? Remember Officer Kay Hughes? She was interviewed by Fancy Maselli 5 years ago in 2020 because Fancy Maselli thought enough to, hey, you know what? All the way back in 2020, before she was just in prison, that, you know what? I should talk to someone that's up close and saw her in action in there. Who better than a correctional officer? And she said, first time in jail, Gypsy Rose. First time she's ever been in jail. Hit the ground running, starting trouble with everybody, beg, borrowing, stealing from people, tricking people, conning people. They had to be careful where they housed her, according to Officer Kay Hughes. You can go see it on the Good Wives Network, Fancy Maselli's channel. Just type in the interview with Kay Hughes. Everything I'm saying is factual. They said we had to be careful where we housed her because she was so hypersexual first time in jail. Where most people were scared, at least for a minute. Not Gypsy Rose. They had to be careful because she would try to get with women in the stairwells and even on the rec yard. The stairwells, this must be some kind of old jail or something, I guess, where, they got a few levels. I don't know. And, the girls there walked up and down the stairs, I suppose. Maybe there's no cameras there. So Gypsy thinks let's just get one in. Well, let's just get one in, sister. With other people walking by. I mean, Gypsy doesn't care. Gypsy doesn't care. So, that's another thing so anyway, malignant covert narcissist. She's a sadist. She gets off on seeing people suffer. She creamed her panties when her mother was suffering like that, calling out, screaming, hollering, and all this. She got off on that. She's a sadist. Look what she did to Ryan. She got off on that. Oh, the hardest thing I ever had to do, Nick. Even harder than killing my mother. You didn't look like you didn't look like you had a hard time killing your mother. And I had a hard time leaving Ryan. Gypsy, while you were leaving the prison grounds with your new husband, you had a look of utter disgust and just couldn't wait. You didn't want him near you. No, you got off on seeing him suffer and beg you and cry and embarrassing him in front of the whole world about his manhood, about he can't please you, he's a food hoarder, he's like sleeping next to a fucking furnace, and you got off on it. Seeing him squirm and have to be there all by himself and cry with that little fucking dog that you also abandoned because you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, this should be in the third person. And she got off on all that suffering. She gets off on that. That's what makes her tick. That's her narcissistic supply. She has to see people suffer. She has to have it. And she loved to make him suffer. She's a very, very dangerous person. And I'm telling you, if you have any people in your life that are, go look up what passive aggressive means if you don't know exactly. There's different things, lots of things and forms that they do it in. They're very dangerous people. Get away from them. I'm just telling you, pack your kids and get the fuck away from them. If they do it all the time. And these covert narcissists, what they will do is they run around and they tell everyone that will listen to them in a victimhood stance way all the things that they are in fact doing to you. They're going to tell the whole world that's what you're doing to them. Little by little, though, they'll do it. And drop little seeds of this here and little seeds of that there and set it all up. But they always leave plausible deniability. And they're cowards and they won't confront you ever. They will never confront you. An overt narcissist will. They don't give a fuck. I respect them. At least you know when you're dealing with an asshole. Covert narcissist, you got no idea. They play the victim the whole time while they're victimizing you, and that's what she does. She's very dangerous. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, if she could, she would kill me at the drop of a dime. I guarantee you she wants to. She absolutely wants to. Because I am the one that is making that mask slip right off of her. And the one thing a covert narcissist cannot handle is when the whole entire world finds out what they really are. The evil monster that lurks in that vulnerable, I'm the victim. No, 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 it's not me. It's not me ever. It's him, him, him. And that's what we're dealing with. So that's my analysis. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. See you in the next video.